part 2 of why we resist change. That's a tongue twister, apparently. So we were at number 7, self-doubt. So believing in yourself is absolutely critical. Self-identity. How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as persistent? Do you see yourself as resilient? Do you see yourself as tenacious, as able to learn new things, as overcoming big challenges in life? If you've experienced complex trauma, yes, you likely are that person. The 8th reason why we resist change is because it seems like more work, and it seems like it's going to be harder, and the trauma voice will try to deceive you. It tends to forget that staying the same is actually harder than change. While initially in the beginning it requires more work, in the end, 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, when you are trying to sustain not growing and not changing, it actually is much, much harder, much more painful, and much more depressing. So the key is to go slow. Take breaks, give yourself a reward for accomplishing things. Number 9 is the pushback effect. When you make change, other people are going to push back on you because you're not going to be the same person that you were, and likely they were getting something from you and they're going to want you to stay the same. So it does create a ripple effect. And when sometimes it feels like things are falling apart, really it's just they're falling into place. If people are not happy about your change or not happy for you, then they are likely not someone who's good for you, and it's better to let them go. Be grateful for that awareness. Number 10 is the shadow work. There are things that come up. We stay the same so that we don't have to look at the wounds that need to be healed. When we decide to self-actualize, to move towards our purpose, to become the best version of ourselves, we have opened the door. We have said, show me what's holding me back. Show me where I need to improve. And the universe will do that for us. And finally, number 11, the reason why we resist change is because the pain is real. But like I said, the pain of change is actually not as hard as the pain of staying the same. And in fact, that's when change happens, is when we realize the true cost and the true pain of staying the same. It is not necessarily greater pain to change. If we really take a look at the whole picture, we need to sort of pull back and look for that 10,000 foot view. Life is not always easy, and it doesn't have to be hard all the time. In fact, if you do make a change, you move towards self-actualization, your difficult times will be much smaller than your good times. You will be predominantly happy with challenges only part of the time, but the truth is that we have to choose our hard, and sometimes it's harder to stay the same than it is to change.